Welcome to another edition of Salukimania. I'm SIU writer Todd Hefferman, and with me is the Southern sports writer Les Winkler. We're here to chat about the SIU Southeast Missouri State game that's going to be at Busch Stadium this Saturday. Kickoff is 1 p.m. at the 46,000 people capacity Busch Stadium. I'm hoping we get about 10 or 15. They had sold about 8 as of the last weekend, so that's not bad. What do you think would be successful for population for this game?
It doesn't matter because whatever they have is going to look small in that stadium. I think 15,000 would be a great crowd. Whether they approach that or not is another thing, but they're going to be dwarfed in the stadium. But it's a nice venue to play there. It's going to be interesting to watch. It's a nice thing for the kids. I'm not degrading it at all. I'm just saying that it's a tough sell. It's a tough sell in St. Louis. I mean, SEMO and SIU both have good fan bases in St. Louis, but there's a lot of stuff going on right now at this time of year, and whether or not they'll draw a bunch of people there, I don't know, but it's going to be a fun game.
The weather should be pretty good. There are not a lot of pros for either team, but I do think it could be a close game. I don't expect it to be a close game, but it could be a close game just because SEMO's coming off their bye week.
Right, and then at SIU, of course, we don't really know what the quarterback situation is as of right now. I'm assuming that Ryan West will start, and Corey Faulkner will be on the sideline with the injured shoulder. Faulkner's played very well, I think, so far this year. He doesn't have an interception through 3 games. He's getting some time to throw the ball downfield. And West came in at the end of the first half the other day and played very well. Struggled a little bit the second half. He'll be practicing all week with the first team, so he should be a little bit more comfortable, I would think, this week. And it's different when you start the game rather than have to come in the middle too. So, I mean, that's going to be a big factor.
And I think they're at the point now where they're pretty good with their running game. I thought this is one of the deepest teams Lennon's had at almost every position, but quarterback is the one that I looked at and it's like, well, you go from Corey to possibly A.J. Hill, who has played in some games, but he's only thrown 7 passes and hasn't looked comfortable when he's been out there. And Ryan West, I thought, had a great spring and a great fall, and I thought he was more than serviceable last weekend. That was a tough situation to walk in. Showed some touch, showed a strong arm, showed some confidence. Didn't fumble a snap, I don't believe. He did throw an interception, but of the things, I feel pretty good about him starting because I think they can take some pressure off him with the running game against SEMO, and I think his receivers have been outstanding already this year.
No, the running game is big to me. I think Malcolm Agnew has shown that he's probably going to eventually be the top back there. I really like Willis's quickness and speed, but Agnew's got that added dimension of a little bit of size where you're not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. And I really like his burst. I think he's got a good quick first step, and he really attacks the holes, which I like. So if they can keep moving the chains through the running game, that's going to take a lot of pressure off West.
SEMO has allowed 8 rushing touchdowns already. They've only rushed for 1. They struggled to get theirs off the ground. You look at their offensive line. They have the right side, I believe, is pretty good size, but the left side is very undersized for an offensive line. And they're going to play both quarterbacks, I guess, Scott Lathrop and Kyle Snyder. They haven't thrown it very well really either. They've given up some big plays. They had a field goal blocked against Southeastern Louisiana, but 3rd game of the year for them, 4th game of the year for SIU. I think that's going to be a plus for SIU.
Well, it certainly is, and SIU's defense has shown that it's very good at stopping the run. I mean, they played a couple of high-powered. Well, Illinois is a Big Ten school. Obviously, they're still a BCS school regardless of.
They're 2-1.
So, and Illinois and Eastern Illinois is a very good offensive team. So, I mean, SIU has shown that they can stop the run. So, if you force any team to be one-dimensional, it's certainly in your favor.
But what I was concerned is that SIU was pretty sloppy in a game that they probably should have taken care of a little bit earlier than they did. But I think they have a lot of room to improve. I think they could be pretty good this weekend.
Yeah, and certainly, I was disappointed to see the sloppy play, but at the same time, I wasn't shocked. I mean, you come off of games of, a very emotional game of playing Illinois, and then after last year's beating up at Charleston, the Eastern game was pretty emotional too. And then you come back and you're playing a team that you pay to come to your house and beat them up.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like I said, it wasn't. I wish that it wouldn't have happened, but it did, and I think they'll be back on track this week.
Kickoff is at 1 p.m. We're going to have a live blog starting about 12:15 on thesouthern.com, and we'll be updating the score on our website through the game too. The game is also on the Saluki Radio Network. It is not on television either through the All Access for SIU or SEMO for this game, but it's a big game, and we hope to see you there. Kickoff is on Saturday. Thanks for joining us.